Hello everyone, welcome to our Pragmatic Tricks channel. Today we are going to see how to reorder the canvas gallery. Let's flip to our PowerApps Studio. This is our PowerApps environment. Here we are going to do our development. So this is our sandbox environment. So as we are going to order the gallery, so this is the table which we are going to use for as a data source. So approver. So this approver entity is having that column name, designation, and then order. So we are going to order based on this column only. Okay. Now we are going to create a canvas app. Canvas app. Approval gallery reorder. So as I am going to use the phone template, create. Yes. So I am going to use that list. So I am going to use the basic template for that list. So this is the screen which I am using. Okay, by default some template is coming. So I can change the template from this to orange or some other template based on our okay. So I am going to use this template. So here we are going to show that approvers list. So I am renaming it as approver list. Then here the data source. So by default it is giving some sample data source. We are going to use approver entity as a data source. So I am selecting that. As in our table we are having only few columns, the image column is not available, so I am going to change the layout to title and subtitle. So here I am resizing that item record. By default it is giving that subtitle as a created on column, so here the name is okay. Here we are going to change that created on as designation. Here we are not going to look into any detail of that record, so I am going to remove this icon. Okay, our application looks like this. Okay, now we are going to show that order of the current approval. Okay, now I am going to insert the label to show the approver's order detail. Instead of created on, I am going to show the order column. Column will be white and then center line. It should be bold. Okay, now I am moving to that. So this is the order, but in our database that order is different. So that's why, so that I need to reorder this sort that gallery using that order number, so that it will be easy for us to do that. Now what I am going to do, sort by column of approver entity with that order column. Now you can see everything is in that, everything is sorted using that order. Now what we are going to do, we need to shift first approver to the second approver, or second approver to the third approver, likewise, or else we can move that third approver to the second approver in a reverse order also. So for that I am going to use icons to perform that action. So I am going to add arrow. One more arrow is required to shift 1 to 2. Okay, done. So now as James is the first person, this up arrow is not required. There is no need to move this to this previous record, right? So we need to apply some logic to hide that up arrow for the first record. So for that, what I am going to do, if current item order is 1, if this item dot order is equal to 1, then this is not required to show, right? So that I am setting it as false, or else it will be true. Now it is gone, right? In the same fashion, that down arrow should not be available for that last record, so that the same thing is applied for that down arrow. So here little bit different. If this item dot order equal to, we need to get the last order ID, and then we need to compare with that. So last of approvers, comma, last of approvers entity dot order value, we need to compare, right? We are comparing. If it is same, then we will set it as false, or else it will be visible. And also here the thing is, see, we are not ordering that approvers entity because the data is shuffled over there. That's why we need to sort that. Sort by column with that order column. Yeah. Now it's done. That down arrow is hidden for that last record, and then up arrow is hidden for that first record. Now that base work is done. We need to apply core logic to shift the record to the next or previous. On select property, now this is, as it is a down arrow, we need to switch. It is a down arrow, we need to apply logic to move. We need to increase the order to 1, and then we need to decrease the next approvers order to 1. Okay, what I am going to do, for that, first I am storing that current approvers order to the variable. Now what we are going to do, we are going to get the next approver. Next approver, come off approvers with order equal to current order plus 1. So this will retrieve the next approver. Now we are going to update the order value of the next approver to the current order value. Sorry, for that we will use patch function. Patch approvers entity. Which record we are going to do? We are going to update next approver record. That is the reason we have stored in that variable in the previous step. Which value we are going to update? That order value. Now we have updated the next approver's order value. So here we need to use the colon. Pardon me. Now we are going to update the current record's order value to the next That's all. Just I am going to refresh the approver entity. This is not required for now. Just I am doing that. One more thing, as we are having multiple patches inside the function, there will be a delay. Then the transition will make that user confusing. So that I am going to add a spinner. So I will tell you how I am adding that spinner. For that I am going to use a rectangle. Oh, sorry. It is coming for all the galleries. Point 5. Then I am going to add a spinner, which is I have already downloaded. I am uploading here, and then I am going to use it here. Okay. Now we need to apply logic. When should this spinner visible to the user? So for that, this is I am going to consider these two as a group, so that I can show or hide in spinner. Okay, and then I am going to set the visible property. It will be visible based on the spinner variable. So spinner. Okay, now on clicking this icon, we are performing this operation, right? Here I am going to set a spinner variable as true. As soon as we complete all the operations, we will set spinner value as false. Okay, right now we have done only for that one icon action. Now we need to apply for that another icon action. Let's say how to tell, we need, if we want to move that second person to the first person, we need to decrease the current order, right, of that part, the second person, right? So that's what we are going to apply now. On select, as we did earlier, I'm going to get the, I'm going to set current order value based on the user selection. User item dot this item dot order. That is done now. Now what we are going to do, we need to get the previous approver. Using lookup, we are retrieving that approvers order equal to current order. Now that the previous approver will be set to this previous approver variable. Now we are going to update the order value of the previous approver. Now we are going to set current record order value as previous record, right? So current order -1. Okay, when taking the previous approver, I made a mistake. I am taking the current order itself. We need to get the based on the previous order value. Now it will work fine. Refreshing the entity to avoid conflicts. Now I need to show that spinner, right? Where show spinner variable, comma set it as 2. Similarly, after completing all the process, we need to set it as false. That's all. Now we are good to go, and then we are good to test now. Yep, now I am saving the project application. We run that. James is in the first place. Now I am moving to the next place. Now the James has come to the second place. Jonathan moves to first. Again, James, I am going to move James to third position. Now James is in the third position. Imran comes to second. Let's say if I want to move James back to the second position, I will click this up arrow. The James will be moved to the second. Imran will be the third person. This is how the reordering of the gallery works. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for watching our channel.